What's up, Tiger Nation? Steve Leslie, YSNLive.com, your home of the Tigers each and every week. Every Tuesday night, come on down to the Tigers table. Great food, great atmosphere, great parent support, great family support, great student athletes. So come on down. Next Tuesday will be Week 10. That is hard to believe. Tigers coming off a big 34-27 victory over Mineral Ridge. They will face a very good football team in McDonald, who is also 6-2 on Friday night at Tiger Stadium. Chris Sigler and myself will have the call of the game. I'm looking forward to that. McDonald beat Camel Memorial 41-7 last week. We will talk about that. But second time around for this senior group. We had him on once. Proud to have him on again. How about a hand, fans, for senior Thomas Shealy? Thanks for joining us again.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so here, this is a quick Steve Leslie story. I go on the trip to South Dakota. We have dinner. I go up and pop my iPad out and say, well, let me check out the Springfield score, see how they're doing. And we're down by whatever it was in the last drive, and I watch a football team that I cover each and every week take the ball down the field for a winning touchdown with 13 seconds left. That, fans and folks, is what is a sign of a good football team. There's a lot of teams that are in those situations, Thomas, and can't get that done. Take me through when you get the ball in the huddle. What's this group talking about?
I mean, Coach Guerrero, he's just out there. He's being as positive as he possibly can be. I mean, he's hyping everyone up, making sure his QBs know where to throw the ball, make sure his O-line knows where to throw some blocks for a great, pass protection. I mean, it was all energy, and it was all positive energy.
Yeah, it was great. And the quarterback play was phenomenal, hitting some pass plays. And I want to ask you, that's a positive for this football team. It's a great running football team, no doubt. But now the pass game each week is starting to evolve. And, folks, when you get to playoff time, you need to be able to do both. Was it nerve-wracking?
A little bit. It took me back to 2 years ago when we won on the last play of the game.
Mineral Ridge is a talented football team.
Very.
Athletic. They play hard. They had some guys off injuries coming back. So that's a great learning experience. You're a football team now that's 6-2. The goals, fans, are right out in front of you guys. Win the league outright, which you still have the opportunity. It's in your control. You'll play 2 home games the last 2 weeks against 2 very, very good football teams, McDonald being the first. After you guys watch the film as a group, what are some of the things that need improved on from week 8 now to week 9?
I think just pass protection. We need to lock in, get our keys down, and make sure we pick up the right guys. I mean, our running backs are hitting holes phenomenally. I mean, I can't believe the speed that Gentile and Son of Fine are hitting these holes at. I just think for us as an offensive line group, we just got to really, pay attention to what we're doing and where we're doing it at, and make sure everything stays clean throughout the game.
Yeah, I think, Thomas, offensive line and defensive line, you're part of both, have been fantastic. I think that my impression of it is it's a group that's gotten better each and every week, and you could see that when you play people. The physicality of this football team is huge. Mineral Ridge hit some big plays offensively with the pass game, but this is a group you go 2 weeks ago and you shut out a very good Western Reserve team. Folks, that's not easy to do, to go to Western Reserve and shut them out on their home field, so you're carrying momentum. Do you believe it's week 9?
No, not at all.
Do you believe that it's my last 2 regular season football games at Tiger Stadium?
It doesn't feel real to me at all.
Well, you don't want it to feel real. You want to stay in the moment. You want to get ready for this week. Obviously, next week becomes a huge week if the Tigers can get a victory here. You have family here again supporting you each and every week. It's great to see them again. I saw them, I think you were like week 1 or 2. You were early on. Talk about them and what they mean. And through this, it's a journey for not only players, it's a journey for families, because my reaction was priceless. I'm like, they'll be up 3 or 4 touchdowns. Let me check it real quick. I'm like, oh my God, this is real. They need to take this down and score. And for me, Thomas, the biggest thing was everybody thought they were going to score running a football, and they didn't have to. They scored by throwing the football, making big plays, and for you guys, that's a key. But talk about your family and what that means.
I mean, to me, I mean, they mean everything. I mean, they've been there, since my first snap playing football and, flag football leagues to what'll be my last snap somewhere along in the playoff journey. And I love them for it. And I can't believe that, this is their last year with me playing football, high school football at least.
No question. So shout out to your family for all they do, no doubt. McDonald's a good football team. So I love watching you play, and I get to call the game Friday night, and we'll talk with Coach Guerrero. This is going to be an old-school style football game. They run the wing tee, so the ball's going to be on the ground. This game's right up your alley, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Physical, in the trenches. Talk about some of the things. Let's go offensive line first. Some of the things the O-line needs to continue to maybe get a little better at as we go into the last 2 weeks.
We just got to focus on getting our blocks up to the secondary, making sure those backers stay blocked, make sure we're able to, hit the plays where we need to hit them, and but make sure that Dante will get out there and, show them how we run the ball.
Yeah, there's no question. Dante has had a phenomenal season, and that's a credit to this offensive and defensive lines. I said it before. I'll say it again. I think the strength of this football team, no disrespect to the offense, I think this is a really talented defense that gets better each and every week. And if you want to win in Week 9 and Week 10 and win all those playoff weeks, you need to play good defense, and this group does it. You're one of those guys. What are some of the things maybe the defense can improve on?
Oh, we need to watch, going off sides. I mean,
the penalties. Yeah, that was
I'm
like
the one that does it.
You're the one that jumps off sides?
The most.
The most?
The most.
How's that make Coach Guerrero feel?
Oh, he's livid when I do it. I mean, Coach Antonucci, he wants to pull me half the time, but I mean, it makes sense.
All right, so we're going to have a goal Friday night. We're staying on side.
Yes, sir.
Even if it's you're talented enough, give it the extra half second just to stay there. I don't want to be on call with my man Sig and go, yeah, that was Thomas Shealy. He jumped off sides again on Springfield Tigers 40-yard line, so we'll give him 5 more yards. Gifts are to be given during the holiday season, not during Week 9 of football.
Yes, sir.
No. Playing at home. This is a big rivalry. Talk about the rivalry, I guess, first and foremost. There's been some great McDonald's-Springfield football games.
I mean, it's a good rivalry. I mean, I think, every year we come in the game, us and them, being great football teams, being strong football teams, being big football teams. And I think we kind of mirror each other in the way that we play our offense and our defense.
So you understand that they're coming in. This is it for them. 6-2, they need to beat you to hopefully get a tie. If you beat them, the ball is in your court for the following week. I'm not even going to talk about the following week because that will be here before we know it. But when you go to school for 12 years and you say, I want to play football for Springfield, which is a great football program, and I would tell you before you started your senior year, say, Thomas, you're going to be 6-2. You get to play your final 2 home games against 2 of your biggest rivals on the schedule. And, oh, by the way, if you win those games, you're going to get to play playoff games at home. How does that make you feel? Is that a push that this football team has talked about, and now it's here in front of you? Now what needs to be done to take care of it?
It's a big part of Coach Guerrero's philosophy here. I mean, he loves the idea of playing 2 more at home for us seniors. Sure. And all of us seniors, it drives us every day to just come out there and put our best foot forward at practice and put our best foot forward during game time. And, I mean, it's crazy that, we could have the opportunity to play 2 more home.
Yeah, it's exciting, no doubt. Tiger Nation, they need you Friday night. Come on down to the Tigers table. Have a great meal. Head on over to the stadium, 7 o'clock. Springfield McDonald will have it for you on YSN. Chris Sigler and myself. I am so looking forward to calling this Tiger game. How about a round of applause for Thomas Shealy. Good luck to you, the rest of the teammates. And, man, this is something. And I'm going to say this here. Hopefully this team can get a win. Everybody here in Tigers table, we need to pack this place next week for senior night. This has been a phenomenal group of seniors each and every week that we interview. If it's not your son, it doesn't matter. Come on down, support these young men as they prepare, hopefully, if they can get this victory this week, prepare next week to get the outright championship. And obviously, a home playoff game and a bye. I want to, or no, there's no byes anymore. That's right. Get a hometown playoff game at Tiger Stadium. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing, and remember what I told you. We're staying onside.
Yes,
if it's
sir.
an extra half second, you're good enough to get in the backfield, read your keys. Who yells at you when you jump off sides from a teammate standpoint?
Oh, Kuboff, White Kuboff, he's over there.
Kuboff, where's he at?
He's over there somewhere.
Yeah, he yells at you?
He yells at me. Kaysen, he'll be on here in a little bit. You can ask him. He
well, they
always
get the
yells at
best
me.
view. They're right behind you,
Yeah.
so they get to see it. All right. Best of luck, brother.
Thank
Go
you.
get that victory Friday night.
Thank you.